Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the page, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the content we have coming out. And today we're going to be diving into Tom Taylor's DCeased, Hope at World's End, issue number 3. And you guys, I have to tell you, so far I am absolutely loving what Tom Taylor is doing with this zombie apocalypse continuation. And today we get to see what happened with Wally West. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. So diving into issue 3, we see Wally West running around Keystone City, and he's watching how fast the thing spreads, how quick it is moving, even in comparison to himself. And he's making his way through the city, smashing as many screens as possible. You know, he's moving damn near at the speed of light, but even he knows that he can't keep this up. He can't keep going forever. And he's going so fast that he can feel the speed force pulling at him, kind of trying to get him to join with the speed force because he's reached that kind of speed. And then he gets a call from Batman, and Batman tells him that he needs to hide, that if Wally West gets bitten, then everything's done. And Wally refuses. Wally can't do this. He says he won't do this. There's too many people. There's too much at risk. And Batman tells him, Barry hid, and he's like, that's good for Barry. I'm gonna keep going. And Wally, realizing he's gonna really need some help in all of this. And so he goes and gets his own little Flash family together. He gets Impulse and Max Mercury along with Jesse Quick. And they formulate a plan essentially to get everybody into one location and protect them. Break all screens if possible, while Wally goes around to as many cities as possible to try to find some kind of safe haven. And so as Wally zooms through all of these cities, through Gotham City, through New York City, he's seeing that it's widespread, it's worldwide, and he's running out of options on what to do because there's nowhere to take all these civilians. And then he gets the idea of the tandem cosmic treadmill. And Jay and Barry had once opened a hole in space, and he's thinking that he can use this to open up a hole to an alternate Earth and be able to transport everybody there. So Wally and Impulse jump onto the treadmill and they start running. And we see Max Mercury and Jesse Quick moving as fast as they can, getting as many people through this as humanly possible. And 12 minutes later, there's 146,000 people that have been carried through of the 200,000 that are left. And as they continue to get the last of the people in, we see Bart fall out. And he falls off the treadmill and blows through the wall. And this is where we see Max Mercury go to rescue him and pulls him out of a horde of zombies. And just as Wally is falling off, Max Mercury grabs him as well, and they get through the portal. But before everybody's able to get excited and cheer that they were able to save at least this city, Max Mercury was bit. And Wally West, frantically trying to figure out what he can do to solve this situation. You know, his mind's moving 1,000 miles a minute, and he gets the idea to combine his speed with Max Mercury's. In doing this, they can reach the speed to be able to put Max Mercury into the Speed Force. And not just into the Speed Force, but we see Max Mercury merging with the Speed Force. He's becoming one with the Speed Force. And that will be where this issue ends. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am absolutely loving this DCeased run. You know, I think DC and Tom Taylor himself have done a really great job of putting this together and building a story that's a standalone story, but it's really unique, and fans are really adoring what they've been putting out. So yeah, be sure, if you haven't,